Some devils. Get all back to answer some more goddamn questions. Questions we're going over today. All right, on the fucking video pulled up. Just went to the first question in line, but it was on the video. Dark Throne new poser pink panty wearing ice skating record. Yet canoes rip on deicide. Oh, this one's got a fuckload of comments too. I remember people laughing their balls off. 268 fucking comments, 1.8K views, and full fucking being aware of you guys is I've yet to listen to that goddamn skiing ass record to date. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll pop it on the player. Thing is too is I'm fully aware as few people put it in there. I was like, caught myself after the guys. He's not skiing. He's ice skating. Whatever. What wasn't down with the devil, brah brah. Either way, skating, ice skating, roller skating. That ain't fucking black metal, brah brah. It didn't matter which the fuck it was. The thing is, it's funny is a lot of the 2000s Dark Throne albums. What is there like the Underground Resistance or something? Arctic Thunder. I haven't listened to any of those. I think the last one I listened to was in the early 2000s. It was maybe Hate Them. One's around that time, like 2000, 2003-ish. I'm just like, what? I remember thinking then as a kid, so you figure 2000, I would have been 15, 2003, age 18. So probably around there was the last time I've listened to something by Dark Throne. I'm like, why are these fucking albums sucking? I was like, they felt very like half-assed. I'm like, it's barely black metal, if black metal at all, from what I remember. I was like, it just feels very, very fucking half-assed. That was my review. I just stopped checking them out. Like Circle the Wagons and shit. I have zero interest in listening to, unless it's somebody says it's the greatest fucking thing ever. Then fine, I would check it out. But and then not to mention, I was never a huge Dark Throne fan, anyways. I mean, Blazing the Northern Sky is my favorite. That's what I listen to. To be honest, after that, I mean, that's about all I listen to. Soulside Journey is just a boring death metal record, in my opinion. Transylvanian Hunger, the title track's good. I remember literally all the rest of the songs being excruciatingly repetitive. It's been a long time since I listened to it, so I was never a huge fan of them anyways. Blazing the Northern Sky is really good. Like I said, that I do think is a banger. But outside that, the other ones, I mean, like some of them are okay, but I don't think they're great. But I just remember the early 2000s when I cut off like, well, man, this band kind of fucking sucks. So, ice skiing, though, didn't fucking listen to that one for sure. So, the first question marks I saw online, I just scrolled through, it's this from Theogonia 1983. Question, J-Dog, any recommendations for Halloween metal? Like Acid Witch, Lurking Corpses, October 31, and Vault Wraith? Question mark. Discovered those bands through HH. Want to find more like it. Maybe Abysmal Grief you could throw in there. That's like the Doomy band, which I do like them, even though I tend not to like a lot of Doom. I would say that's decent for the Halloween spirit, which that seems to be what you're asking about. Maybe go with, I don't know if it's Halloweeny enough, but I thought it was a banger. Slasher Dave's other project, Horrific. The only album they did, and we reissued it. We did a CD LP. I think the LP's long sold out. I could be wrong. Check the site, but I think we have some CDs left because we did that a few years ago. I thought that was just a banger in general, but I guess it's kind of got a little bit of Halloween spirit on there. I would think. Halloween. It's about all I can think of off the top of my head. I'm sure there's others, but and I'm sure there's ones that I'm not even aware of. 8Craft666. Any chance you could interview Paul Lenny? I've only seen him in one video interview. Seems like a great guy. I'd be up for it. I'd have to kind of think of some shit to kind of ask him. Only thing I've heard about Paul is that he's just a little strange. That's all I've ever heard about him. I never actually met him. I was meaning to, like, at our fest and shit, because they played Head Bash, but I just didn't get a chance to. I was so fucking busy running the goddamn merch stand and stuff. So I think exactly like he was running around and asking for me. But yeah, he'd be an interesting guy to ask questions. Yeah, I could think of some questions off the top of my head that I think to ask him. I mean, just why the breakup and the comeback, shit like that. Maybe he's answered that, but I would, because like I said, when I ask questions, I don't want to be that fucking that CNN guy where you're doing interviews and it's all scripted and it's just politically correct bullshit. I want to ask questions that I'm generally curious about myself that I don't know the answer about. I'm not curious how the fucking tour's going. Quite frankly, don't give a shit. If it's sucking ass, it sucks to be you, brah brah. That's not a question I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask questions I'm curious about. Maybe ask some funny shit. What do you think of them fucking Pantera canoes? Or what kind of music he like? I think he likes mostly punk and hardcore. Heard through the grapevine, like 80s. Could be wrong with that. I think that's what I've heard though. Be curious, like, who's his favorite death metal band? I have no fucking idea. I'd be curious about that. Who's Bald Eddie's favorite death metal band? Who's his favorite black metal band? There's dark funeral, fucking the slap nuts of black metal. Do you think they're a bunch of poser ass fucking sellout mall metal canoes? Crap like that, I would ask. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'd be up for an interview, Paul. And that's not out of the realm of possibility either. That's realistic. Probably not this year realistic, but realistic in my lifetime. Question marks, question marks, question marks. What the fuck they had, goddamn devils? Some question marks from E.S. Don't know what the fuck that stands for, but let's see. Man, fuck old school bands going soft. It's happening much too often. Haha. Yeah, it's the thing. A lot of the bands, they start off great. And that's why is it that bands, they never go harder? They always go softer. Almost always. I'm sure there's exceptions to the rule I'm forgetting, but do you ever notice that? They always they grow down. They don't grow up. They puss out. They don't toughen up. Puss up, not toughen up. That's what the fuck they do. All these bands, whether it be from Carcass to goddamn all of them, fucking Metallica, Megadeth, Slayer. Um, Trying to think of other bands that drastically changed. I mean, fucking Tiamat's, Amorphous. I'm trying to think who's an extreme death metal band too, who's playing extreme. Morbid Angel, although they kind of still aren't. I think their last album, at least from what I understand, is at least still extreme music, just different band. But yeah, they're always wimp. But even on Domination and shit, it's like, why is this wimping the fuck down? Like you put on Domination next to Formulas. Now I know some people like Domination. I don't think it's horrible. I just think it's a really watered down record. Like, why is it so wimpy and tame? Put that on next to fucking Ultras of Madness. What the fuck? Now they did sack it up on Formulas then the next album line. I thought Formulas was good, so they toughened it back up. But yeah, generally speaking, all the bands, like, why is it so fucking watered down and goddamn weak? Always going backwards. Always. And damn, I lost my fucking place. What did he say? J-Dog, and so his question is, J-Dog, I'm an inspiring bodybuilder. I've been working out for 2 years and going on 19 years old. Young goddamn buck. So yeah, don't wimp down when you get in your 30s like these. If you're still listening to heavy shit, goddamn it, you're still young as a motherfucker. Got any tips for me on supplements, etc.? You obviously seem very experienced in that field. Hails, brother. Um, if you're just looking for like muscle building supplements, I mean, just make sure all your multivitamins, multi-minerals are covered. It's going to be hard for you to get that all through food unless you're eating like a very large array of fucking fruits and vegetables, meaning like all different colors, basically the rainbow. You ain't hitting all your fucking micronutrients. So get a fucking good multivitamin, multi-mineral. One I recommend is a couple different ones. Life Extension makes one. It's the 12 capsule a day one, whatever that is. It's definitely more expensive, but yeah, you take 12 caps a day, 6 in the morning, 6 in the evening. Shitload of fucking stuff in there. I also like Species Nutrition, being mineralized. That's a good one. So either one of those, go with those. I think you'd be good. Uh, Essential fatty acids, things like fish oil, creatine. On the days that you're sleepy as fuck, you can throw a pre-workout in there. Just don't get hooked on those goddamn things. They're very easy to get addicted to. Like, I can't train without it. You should be able to train without it. 90% of the time I go train, I train without it. Protein powder for convenience. Like, you don't need a protein powder. People say that. It makes life easier. So if you're trying to hit 200 grams of protein a day, getting all that from Whole Foods, I mean, not that it's very hard to do per day, but day after day after day, kind of fucking old. And eating all that animal protein too kind of fucking sucks. I mean, when you're eating chicken left and right, it just kind of fucking sucks. It just makes life a little goddamn easier. If you have a job and shit like that, it makes it easier to slam a goddamn shake. So you put 2 scoops of whey isolate in there, that 50 grams of protein, mix it with, water and oats or whatever and some fruit, put some carbs and fats in there. It's just much, much fucking easier. And you might be at school, whatever, times where you can't fit it in. So it's convenient, but you don't have to have a protein powder. But no, it's just, I like it. It's convenience. That's it. That's about it, to be honest with you. Anything else is kind of just icing on the cake if you want to dick around with, but definitely not necessary. Distributive cult points, Morbid Angel dresses and purses. What the fuck? All right, David Evil D. Vincent, now I see. Yeah, he definitely was fucking dressing a person up from what I've heard, right? God damn it. Granted, I don't have any photos to back it up, but I've heard the stories, god damn it. I can only imagine, especially on that fucking Kill a Cop record. I mean, come on, he had to have. If he was willing to fucking do that, he had to have been willing to dress some fucking persons. Dressing Barbie dolls, god damn it. P.S. Question: what do you think of the band Sarcofago from Brazil? I mean, INRI is like one of the greatest records ever to come out of Brazil of all time. I think they don't get enough credit in terms of how extreme they were and influential they are. I disagree with that because just from the outside in, I mean, ever since Hell's Headbanger started, anything Sarcofago, like from that era, even Rotting and kind of Laws of Scores would sell. But definitely INRI era, whether it been we got patches or shirts in, or when the LPs got reissued. There was a lot of in the early 2000s, we saw there was a lot of bootlegs flown around, whether it been a live recording or INRI bootlegged, etc. All the shit sold very, very well. I remember when Nuclear Now did I believe he did two different picture discs, which I own. I haven't looked at them in a while, but there's like a Die Hard picture disc and like a regular picture disc, but both the pictures look totally different from what I remember. I definitely would still own them. But we got those, but I always thought that Sarcofago was definitely not underrated. I thought they got the respect that they deserve from seeing out business. They fucking fly out the door. Sarcofago on the right, because we have a bunch of CDs and LPs and stuff from who's that? Gray Haze that put them out that reissued it. Sells to dates almost every single day for us. So yeah, I think people know what's up when it comes to them. Now does that's exact when we're talking about Kerry King or something or Tom G. That's what busts me up about these fucking mainstream bozos. Do they even know what that is? Like, forget them even liking and jamming on a regular basis. Do they know Sarcofago and I? Again, the litmus test. Not go up and ask them, oh, yeah, I've heard of it, bro. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. No, because that's 100% what they're going to say. Of course they're going to say that. You put it on the fucking player. You know they're going to be in the room. You hit play on song fucking one. When they're in the room, ask them by the third track in. Hey, Carrie. Hey, Tom. Who are we listening to? That's the litmus test. I bet $100 right now if someone wants to take me up on that goddamn offer that they wouldn't know. That they definitely would not know. To me, it's you claim to be in the metal. You claim to be in heavy shit. And Kerry King's ripping on Wasp out here. What are you talking about, bro? You don't even know INRI. That to me, that's the shit I'm talking about. I'm glad you brought that fucking up, Sarcofago INRI, like being underrated. Because when you were talking about these bozos, that's exactly what the fuck they are. What do you mean? Like that's just asinine stupidity. What do you mean? They don't know that record. Classic's a classic, and quite frankly, it's a hell of a lot more extreme than fucking anything that Slayer did. Granted, I like Show No Mercy more as a record, but extremity wise, and I heard he's ripping on Wasp for just being a bunch of wimps or hair metal or whatever. Sarcofago, all right, that's way more extreme than anything Slayer put out. What the fuck are you talking about? If you want to fucking throw stones, what's his face? Fucking Born Again, Christ Boy, Dave Mustaine. Does he know Sarcofago? And here's the thing. Like, well, they started thrash and they weren't really into that. Here, they were still young when INRI came out. That was 1987. These fucking bozos didn't start putting their records out in 83, 84. It was 4 years later. How old was Kerry King in 1987? 22, 23? He should have been still passionate about music. Now, is there a slight possibility he likes it? There is. I'm just saying I would not be the least bit fucking surprised that he doesn't. No, it doesn't. Like I said, forget liking it. Doesn't own it, doesn't know it. And if it's not him, most of these other fucking guys in big bands, like any of those fucking Canoes and Metallica, I don't even need to ask. I guarantee they don't know it. It's just fucking ridiculous. But then they're walking on Kings of Metal, Kings of the Godfathers of Thrash, and all this other fucking silly nonsense. And one of the greatest metal records of all time. Anybody that's in the fucking underground would agree that that's even if they're not a big fan of it, would agree that's one of the most classic metal masterpieces of all time, or it's a very respectable. Yeah, that's a classic piece. And it didn't do much for me, but it's respectable. Like for example, like you guys know me, like Blasphemy doesn't do much for me. Fallen Angel of Doom, but I'm not some complete fucking idiot that hasn't heard it, doesn't know it, and doesn't realize that's respectable shit. Now, all those bozos I just mentioned too, they don't fucking know what fucking Blasphemy, Fallen Angel of Doom is. Fuck no, they don't. And again, I'm not even a big fan of it. To me, it just does nothing for me. But it's kind of like if you're in this scene, you should be at least aware of it. Now they are. Now maybe a couple of the guys are. Like I said, maybe Kerry is, and Mustaine ain't, but I'm just saying out of that crowd, whether we're talking about Slayer, Metallica, Anthrax, Megadeth, all the big boys with the Testaments, the Celtic Frost, all those bands from them, I guarantee 85%, take all those guys, 5 members each band, take the top 10, 15, so 50, 75 people, right? I'll bet you 85% of them don't know that shit. 85% of them easily. And again, my litmus test is what I said, not go up and ask them, because of course they're going to say they fucking know Oh shit, this is a really good one. Harry Quinn EP battle, not for metal, not for metal, Mickey. Sadistic Intent Resurrection versus Sadistic Intent Ancient Black Earth. Fuck, I don't even know. Resurrection was the first one I heard, and Asphyxiation is definitely one of my favorite songs easily. But shit, that's just one of my favorite songs. Period. Again, we know Tom don't know that one either. Guarantee doesn't fucking know that. Guarantee motherfucking teed. And as far as I'm concerned, quite frankly, you don't like Sadistic Intent, you damn sure don't like death metal, and quite, to be completely honest, you almost don't even like metal, I want to say. Or you like pussy metal at fucking best. AKA Megadeth, Metallica, Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Pantera, etc. And some of those I like, excuse me, goddamn Pantera, but definitely sissy fucking metal. Beatles Obscure is quite possibly my favorite goddamn Sadistic Intent song. I don't know, it's tough. If I had to go, maybe Ancient Black Earth, but it's, ooh, they're neck and neck, goddamn it. That's something. Oh, those are both tens. Fucking tens. A lot of people laughing their ass off on this skiing ass record. Uh, yeah, a lot of kids got one. Dark Throne has nothing. More sex official. Dark Throne has nothing but gold in their catalog. Follow your opinion, but goddamn, I highly disagree with that. Definitely disagree with that. But yeah, that's what I think the majority of the scene kind of claims, which is weird to me with how much of a change it is, because it seems like when anybody changes, no matter who the band is, the band gets dogged like no goddamn no tomorrow, right? But it just seems like Dark Throne is the only one to be the exception. Decomposed. Melody loves death metal. Issued a challenge to J Dog to listen to Black Dahlia Murder. Think he will? If I remember to, it's definitely. I mean, I'm not staying up at night fucking remembering to do it. It's not my. It's not top priority. Let's just say that. But I wouldn't be against it. I'll check them out. I don't give a shit. You know. Cave Grinder, question marks, J-Dog, can you tell some more funny poser stories? None popping right off the top of my head, but as they come along, I sure as fuck will. And, I mean, as long as I keep doing this channel and doing shit every day, I'll probably tell you the day of when a new fucking canoe pops up. Now, of course, like everything in this goddamn world, now that I'm doing this, you know it's gonna take forever for it to come up. The one time now that I kind of want them to come up and have stories, you know it won't happen, right? Murder juggernaut. He's asking about heinous killings. Refer to like I think of the video I just did yesterday, the day before. Um, I talked about the fucking heinous killings again. Still no goddamn reply. So I'll keep poking at that bear VIA video, and let's see if it gets me any responses. Andy Zuleta, I agree. The new Dark Throne cover is fucking lame as fuck. Hard pass immediately when I seen it. Yeah, it doesn't shout at me, hey J Dog, check out this banger. It doesn't say that at all. It says, why the fuck do I want to like this? And that's what it says when I'm me just looking at it. Joe Darkness and Evil. Down with the devil, Joe. Down with the devil. Horvmeister. Doesn't a Tales from a Thousand Lakes shirt prove you don't fit the bill, bruh? I don't know. I think it fits the bill. I mean, it definitely has other instruments and shit. I can see why someone might think it's kind of wimping down. You could definitely make that argument, but I don't know. Nonetheless, I thought it was a fantastic fucking record. Their most sinister and cult album is the Carillion Isthmus. Actually, I kind of disagree with that. If you're going most cult and fucking primitive, I would say it's Privilege of Evil. Only a pink pie panties in a bunch. V4JB, I don't know what the fuck that would share your opinions on Amorphous. No, I can see that. I know people that don't like Tales, but I think it's fantastic. Very unique record, very memorable, good songs. Now, would I dig a bunch of different bands and albums that would play that style? Probably not. I just think they hit the nail on the head with the good fucking tune skis. So that one worked for me. But yeah, I probably wouldn't want a shitload of different albums like that. Music fan, Jay Durst is a music fan. What do you consider to be the most essential piece of merchandise? Coffee, barbecue sauce, blankets. I'm assuming just based on that, you're talking about Deicide. I thought the blanket was cool. I don't know if any of it's essential. I mean, the only thing that's kind of, I don't think any of it's essential other than, I mean, I like to own physical format, whether it be CD, vinyl, LP, CD or vinyl, you know what I mean? Um, Outside that, I guess the next thing in line is the coolest thing to own that I personally buy is a T-shirt. Outside that, I don't think anything's essential unless there's something else I really really like having. I mean, a flag or a poster or something like that is cool, but I wouldn't go as far as saying it's fucking essential. Just sometimes if it's your favorite album, it's cool to have. So that's about it. Anyways, this is what else counts. Put in the console. Get an answer, bring in the morning. Later, goddammit.